Yo, what's good, family? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to give you guys 4 essential things that you need in your wardrobe. All right, let's get to it. All right, so look, 2 of these things are not actual clothes, right? But you're going to need them. Like, I promise you, they're going to make your outfits 10 times better, okay? Now, to start off with number 1, you need some beaters, man. You need some beaters. Like, you need some shoes where if you're either going to walk around or you're going to go to the store real quick, get you a nice shirt, nice joggers, jeans, whatever, and it's a pair of shoes you could just get straight to that you know are going to be fresh automatically, right? They don't have to be statement pieces. They don't have to be nothing crazy. Look, I got a fucking rep pair of some pretty much bread ones. I forgot what these are called, man, the shiny ones, but I still haven't gotten that name from you guys yet, right? And I know some of you are going to be surprised that I'm saying these Air Force Ones. Now, look, I treat Air Force Ones as beaters because no matter what you do to some Air Force Ones, their lifespan does not last long. I wear my Air Force Ones a maximum of like 6 to 8 times until they start to crease up. Even with shoe trees, I got shoe trees in these right now. Even with shoe trees, these things still tend to crease up or they just get ugly throughout, wears and stuff like that. So I consider these beaters and like one of them things I just throw on because one, they're super simple to match with anything. They're all white shoe, real basic. Like I said, I could pretty much put anything on and it's gonna look right with them Air Force Ones because they're white. And Air Force Ones, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, they're always gonna be one of them iconic, pickups. You can never go wrong with a fresh pair of white Air Force Ones. I even like the black ones. I know they got a bad rap, in today's society, but I love Air Force Ones. Basic though, I don't like the whole different colors. I'm not into all that. But I love to I always keep me a pair of white Air Force Ones. I wear them things as beaters, and then when I get a white crisp pair, I be wearing those with suits and stuff in that nature, okay? I'm gonna start taking a lot more photos of me putting my clothes on so I can actually show you guys some of my outfits. Again, I'm just starting to get into fashion a lot more just because, I got more money in my pocket to actually invest in that. But I've always loved fashion. I've always been fresh. I just never really had a page for it. So welcome to my journey, all right? And then even with the closet, you guys, I'm gonna hook this whole closet up. I promise you the background's gonna be better. I'm gonna pay someone to paint these walls for me so I can have a cool design. You're gonna see, man. I promise you, you're gonna see the whole journey of this, man. All right, but number 1, some beaters. Always keep you some beaters, all right? Now, to go straight into number 2, you gotta have some black or white tees. You need these. Like, these are like essential. I feel like all 4 of these are very important, but like you cannot skip a black t-shirt. You cannot skip an all-white t-shirt. Like, honestly, those are the simplest things you could put on for your outfit. You could wear this to black tee or you could wear it as an undershirt. Same thing with a white t-shirt. There's a lot of different things you can do with these shirts. People wear them, they wear flannels and they put the white shirt underneath or whatever you decide to do. But always keep you a couple white t-shirts. I prefer the Goodfellow brand. You can find those at Target. I love them. Like, I love those Goodfellow t-shirts. They're really, really good. They're comfortable. And I tend to be able to keep those a lot longer. I'm able to get like 4 to 5 washes out of them. Opposed to me going to like Hanes or one of these different Gildan brands. And I'm only getting like 2 to 3 washes tops.
Bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
And then if we're really talking about these white t-shirts, the white t-shirts are really throwaways. Like, you wear them more, like if we're talking about like the Gildan and then we're talking about those other branded t-shirts, Hanes, you wear them one time and it's a wrap. I ain't gonna lie, my white t-shirts, I could last those like 2 to 4 washes with the Goodfellow brand. And my black t-shirts, like I said, like 5 to 6, maybe even more, just depending, because sometimes, all because, and just know this side note, all because you wear something doesn't mean you need to wash it right away. Like, it might not even smell. You probably didn't even have it on for that long. So by you guys keep on washing not so much washing, but overly washing your clothes, that's why your stuff tends to shrink a lot. Okay, so be cautious on how much you are actually washing your clothes. Definitely wash your clothes. I'm not telling you to be out here smelling like ass. I'm not saying that. but be cautious on how much you actually wash your clothes, because that might be the reason why a lot of your pieces aren't lasting you too long, because you want to wash them right after you wear it every single time. That's not something you want to do. All right, so number 2 on this list, black and white t-shirts, y'all. Don't forget that, man.
My nigga.
Now, number 4, last but definitely, when I say definitely not least, I mean definitely not least, you're gonna need you some colognes, y'all. Like, you're gonna need some of these colognes. Like, I'm not saying these specific brands. This is Hugo Boss 1. This is some Jimmy Choo. I think this is the Aqua. I'm gonna give you guys these 2. I don't like to tell everybody all my scents, because I don't want y'all out here smelling like me. All right, if she gonna smell a scent and she like that scent, I only want her to get it from me, not a different man. You hear me? You dig? So again, I'm gonna give y'all 2. That's all y'all get. All right, Hugo Boss and Jimmy Choo Aqua. These are very, very good colognes. They smell amazing. 2 complete different scents, so depending on what you like. Me personally, out of these 2, my favorite would be this one. I like this Aqua. I feel like it's like a fresh smell. I enjoy it. The Hugo Boss is a stronger scent, so you definitely want to spray it like once or twice. Remember, just find your little zone, right? So 1 zone behind the hair zone, or 1 zone on the wrist zone. Whatever works for you. But don't be spraying all this shit everywhere on you. Don't do that. You don't want to smell overly like cologne. Like, don't overdo it. Cup of spray so it could be subtle. Keep it real nice and simple. All right, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Please leave me a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And again, if you're looking for a page where you can learn how to get fresh on a budget, and also if you're trying to look for the latest news on sneakers and sneaker reviews and just fashion tips in general, go ahead and leave me a subscribe, you guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning into this video. Until next time, all right? Peace.